This is Howz-it. It is a free-to-play, I'm pretty sure it's a mobile-inspired game, where basically you are a real estate kind of agent person. Your goal is to buy a house at the lowest price possible, right? And then you try and flip it and sell it for the highest price possible. Pretty simple concept. In practice, it's actually surprisingly difficult. I actually had to redo the tutorial 3 or 4 times because I just couldn't get it. I don't know if that's because I'm dumb or what, but initially it's pretty difficult, but once you kind of get into the swing of it, it makes a lot of sense. So right off the bat, this game looks very good. It's no crazy next-gen graphics breaking the mold of your graphics card, but it looks okay. I like especially like the menu design for the most part. They don't clog you with all these like notifications and UI elements. It's enough for you to get by. And if you need to see more, you can always see more or whatever. Menu design, the graphical presentation, it's all pretty good. This is a little bit weird, so I need to fix up this house, right? It needs to be fixed. And it does this like little roulette wheel for like success or failure. I thought that was really weird because if I hire a professional to come fix something, I don't want it to be an 8 out of 10 chance. I want it to be a 100% chance, or else they're gonna redo it or refund my money. But in this case, I'm pretty sure you pay for it, and then if it fails, you are SOL, and it doesn't get fixed. So it's a little bit weird. So it's not exactly the most realistic or whatever. So I have 100 turns to get as much money as I possibly can, and I need to exceed a certain goal before I can win the level, essentially. And it has all these different aspects of home ownership, like buying, washer, dryer, fridge, making repairs and paying that off, gardener services. And right here you can see I'm trying to get a bond, which is a bit strange because I have no idea how that works. So I'm kind of like jumping into the deep end with this. Like, why would I ever want to take out a bond? But it's essentially a loan, I guess. So I can see all these different stats that tell me what is going on with my property, what's costing me money, what's bringing in the money. And I've noticed that actually you kind of lose money most of the time until you actually sell the house. I don't know. Like, I have no idea how accurate any of this is, by the way. I have no idea about, like, home ownership, rather. But I noticed here on the sides of the screen, you can see, like, these little signs. I'm pretty sure it directs you to, like, a home ownership website where it kind of goes into house flipping, which I imagine is what this is. It's basically an advertisement to kind of get you, or an advertisement slash, not a guide, not a tutorial, but kind of like a visual representation of flipping houses. And then you go to the website and you actually go and flip houses. I don't know. That's all kind of weird, but it's not really relevant. So you have this whole street where you can buy and sell all these houses. You buy the house, you get a bond. You typically need a bond, I believe, after your first house. But the goal, of course, is to make as much money possible in between the buying and selling. And then by the end of the 100 turns, if you have enough money, you go on to all these different places. And this takes place in South Africa, by the way. Which, I mean, I have no idea, like, what that ecosystem is like. I don't know if, like, there's a lot of suburban neighborhoods. I don't know if it's a lot of city neighborhoods. I have no idea. So, I mean, this looks accurate. And I can change the colors on all these things and all that, but I'm not entirely certain like how like effective stuff is. Like the tutorial honestly is not that great. I like that it wasn't too handholdy. I got to kind of explore the menus and figure out what's going on. But in other cases, it's like, what is this washer and dryer actually going to raise the value of the house? How much is it going to cost me? Should I get any of these services whatsoever? It seems like it's a little bit too lenient on trial and error, which is kind of frustrating because I think it's a waste of time. If like if there was some way to say like, I don't know. Or if there's some kind of visual representation of like, oh, this place has a big garden, you're probably going to want a gardener. Or, I don't know, just stuff like that. So I found it difficult to ever like actually make a profit past the tutorial. And like as soon as you get through repair, it constantly costs you money. So I don't know if that you're supposed to be like, is it a juggling act of like buying and selling the house as fast as possible, so you don't have to pay for any repairs and just getting small profits over time. And also you can't actually rent these out because they're never gonna make you enough money. Because sooner or later you're gonna start paying for these repairs, and repairs are maintenance costs, and you can't afford the maintenance costs. So the rent is low, but the maintenance cost is too high. So this whole thing is very complicated. I don't know if it's just bad game design. I don't know if it's just if it's like, this is real life, buddy, kind of thing, but or if it's just I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know. I'll give it one thing, 100%. It was very interesting, and it's pretty well made. Like, I like the graphical representation, like I said before. I think it looks pretty quaint. It looks pretty nice. I'm almost entirely certain this is also on mobile, so if you want to try it on that. I think if I ever wanted to, like, try a house flipping game, though, I'd either want it to be, go all the way on, like, goofiness and, like, easeability. Not too easy, but, you know, a little bit, you know, make fun the primary aspect. Or, on the other side of the coin, like a hyper-realistic simulation, not hyper, but like a Sims like in the style of Sims kind of house flipping game where, you know, it has very accurate simulation properties. They seem to kind of fit just in the middle, which really doesn't. I don't really care about either halves of this one game. I'd rather have a full game of either side of the spectrum, if that makes any sense. But otherwise, it's not bad. It's definitely a solid 8 in my book, which I've been given to a lot of games lately. But it's pretty good. While I played it, I definitely enjoyed my time with it. I doubt there's going to be any big updates, so you can play it now or a year from now, and it'll be pretty much the same, I'm assuming. But it's not bad. I definitely think this would be a fun couch game that you play like on a mobile device while you watch Netflix or something. And you just kind of, you know, every once in a while kind of look in. And there's no, like, you're not constantly on the clock. Even though you are on a turn counter, you can just press that whenever you want. So you can do as much as you want per turn and not be, like, you know, scrounging, just trying to get things to work. Although I'd certainly say if you can find, like, a text guide for something like this on Reddit or something, it'd be best to try and get that as you before you jump in. Well, anyway, it's alright. It's not bad. Thanks for watching.